All right, I have fixed the issue. Take 2. Hey there, intrepid mystery lovers.
No!
Perfect start.
Elizabeth!
The intro just isn't the same the second time around, unfortunately.
I feel like it's more on brand this way.
I love the way that you
the
put
scuff,
Alex's...
unfortunately so.
You put Alex's PNG over our branding at the top of the stream. You realize that, right?
I did not realize that. There, I fixed it.
Yeah, there we go.
It's me,
Perfect.
I'm Englewood After Dark.
Mm.
We also have Alex here for the first time ever.
Yeah, no.
Hi.
The cryptid has walked in out of the woods to say hello.
Yeah, they asked me when it was pretty late and I was tired and I said yes. Like an idiot.
Is this the first time that we have the grand reveal that Alex is from New Zealand as well?
I don't think so. I think that's that's part of legend, you know?
Yeah. That's why...
Aren't all cryptids?
that's what the factory that makes the cryptids lives.
Yeah, no, Loch Ness Monster, just an immigrant. Nobody knows.
Oh, God.
Also, Elizabeth, whenever somebody says hello like that, I cannot hear it in any other context than Robin Williams going, hello, is Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mm-hmm. It's very Mrs.
And
But,
it's very Mrs. Doubtfire.
I whenever I say it like hello like that, I always think of Hello from the Hallowoods. So that's where I go.
Fair enough.
You know, we
Yeah.
should do one of those those things with like the Spider-Man pointing at each other. It's like, it's me. But we just do that with podcasts with the word wood in the title, which is starkly like really common. Like, nobody is just called Wood, but like, what do we got? Shelterwood, Hallowoods, Holmwood, Englewood. I feel like I'm missing like at least 12 more. Everybody has the word wood in their title.
Yeah,
We
audio
love a
dramas
good
like
tree.
wood. I don't know what to tell you. Mahogany. Oh, God.
Sorry for the
Don't
ASMR
start.
drinking noises. I apologize.
I mean, I'm sure it's fine.
I'm mostly apologizing to Alex, who has to edit this into a episode of the podcast. So when he's going through, just hearing me go...
I'm
It's gonna
fucking
kill him.
sitting here listening to y'all making drinking noises, like, the fucking audacity of these people, and immediately as I'm thinking that, I'm going...
We're gonna have to put a...
I
what's it
exaggerated
called?
that too much. I'm
Yeah,
dying.
you choked yourself. Good job. Oh God, he's actually dying. Oh
I'm fine.
no. Oh God. Sorry, don't bring Alex on stream. He's too delicate.
I live.
Don't die. We need you. You make the sound good. Without you, we'll have to pay for it.
Wait, I could be getting
Also-
paid. Oh shit.
Also, you know we love you and you're our best friend. What is happening right now?
Oh my God. This is the first stream I've done while having recently been represcribed Adderall, and I feel immediately like I don't have that same stream edge that I have had previously, where I'm just like, next bit, new bit.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Dennis. I am so audio pilled that I heard represcribed, and I was like, there's a fucking subscription.
Oh no.
What is audio? What do you mean audio? You like sound? Most people
Sound?
do.
No, Alex likes sound in a different way. He's the sound man.
In a normal way.
It's the sound. No.
In a
It's
in a
normal.
completely
No.
normal.
Yeah, it is.
Listening, respectfully.
Don't say that. You made it infinitely worse.
That's what I do. I take what people say and I reword it as poorly as possible. That is the source of 50% of my comedy.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
No. What else have we, so yeah, no, there was the wedding. We all met in we all met in Australia for that. I met them all for the first time. They have all met each other previously because they could afford it and I couldn't.
That's a big they. Everyone came to my house the first time.
Yeah. Everyone, yeah, but it was everyone.
Yeah.
The whole Englewood gang was right there.
Yeah.
Except me.
I'm sorry, buddy.
And it's okay. I won't be bitter about it for the rest of my life.
But this
Maybe
time... But this time we were all in the same place, and we all got to stand around being very short next to Dennis.
Yeah, that's always fun. For those who have no point of reference, I am 6'5", and it is very fun. I like picking people up. I also like doing this thing where I ask people to hold up their middle finger and I compare it to the size of my pinky, and my pinky is usually the same size or larger.
There is someone out there right now who is adopting this into their Finn Nightingale canon.
Finn's canonically shorter than Eve, actually.
Finn Nightingale does not have 6'5" energy. As Seb said, Pomeranian.
Yeah. Princess Potato.
Princess Potatoes.
He's a respectable 5'10" in heels.
God.
He's a theater kid. They're called lifts. Thank you.
Specifically. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Oh no, your voice.
We're all dying.
The thing that's specifically needed for 90% of your non-work interests and also your work interests.
Yeah, it's literally my entire life. No, my voice.
Yeah, there is a lot of dying in things you're involved in.
If I don't have a voice, then I can't teach, I can't DM, and I can't podcast. Guys, my voice is literally everything that I am. Without it, I'm fucked. This is one of the few times where I never feel at all guilty for calling out of work. Is just like, well, I don't have a voice, so how would you like me to teach? Through interpretive dance? I got nothing, man.
Shall I pantomime to the students?
I know. Okay, students, I know that this is a math class, but let's all learn sign language instead. Together, it'll be fun.
Oh, God. But yeah, thank you so much for giving us questions, guys. There were some really lovely ones, including one very confused question asker, who we will not mention who they were because, bless him, who did ask us a question about the Holmwood Foundation. And I was like, yes, Woodwood strikes again.
Yeah, no, too much wooden podcasts. I'm anti-wood now.
Dennis, we're wood. You can't be that.
We need to enter the age of chrome. Everything.
Oh my god, the age of ash? Because if you burn down a tree, what do you get?
Ooh.
The age of ash. That's so pretentious. I love that to bits.
That is something the Brotherhood would indeed call something if everything.
Once we're done with our 4 seasons of Englewood After Dark, if we ever did like a spin-off that's like a dark timeline, we got to remember that.
What do you mean? Think about what happens in the 4th season. Think about it. Think about it, and then don't say anything about it.
Fine. It's fine.
Explicitly do not talk about it, just sit with it.
Just sit with it, absorb it into your skin, and go, oh no.
Oh my god. What god, writing something that we post on the internet is such a I was before Englewood, I was so used to just talking to anyone and everyone about my writing if I was given the chance to, and now it's like, no, you keep that in. That's an inside thought now.
We talk about our writing to each other.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but like we're all part of the creative process. I want to go to somebody who's outside the creative process and be like, I did this thing.
Yeah. No. Spoilers. Speaking of which, hi, audio-only listeners who are not here for the stream. There will be massive spoilers in this episode. Proceed with caution.
Yes, absolutely. Basically, if you have not finished season 1, stop listening right now. Go finish season 1.
Please.
Now, all in one sitting. Do it. Do it.
How many hours is that? That's a long time.
15 point something. I've seen it somewhere. It's
See, that's like
15
one really long flight.
Yeah, no. Everyone has already taken a bunch of time off of work to play Silk Song. They can listen to our podcast while they play. It's not a big deal right now. If you've been playing Silk Song, hey, podcast.
The companion track.
Yeah. Just listen to a wood show while playing with bugs.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god. Should we start an alliance? Should we create a council of wood?
A council of
woods.
A good council.
It'll be the dumbest reason to have an audio drama network. Just gather all the people who have wood in their name on one network for people who really like trees.
I don't care if you're already in a network. You're joining us now.
You're part of ours now. We are copywriting the word wood, and you must be part of our audio drama network to use it.
We could call it the Touchwood Network.
Touch.
Because, like when you jinx yourself, you're supposed to touch wood. And it also has the connotations of touch grass. Oh, yeah, sorry. I've confused touch grass and knock on wood. There we go.
Yeah, so I do like when people combine sayings to make something completely new, but that one seems a little dirty.
And that's the other part.
It's free advertising, baby. You know so everybody. Sorry. Oh, whoa! What happened?
You okay?
What?
Toe.
Did you see a
toe?
Oh, okay.
Toe. Forgot about my toe.
It's either toe or spider. One of the two.
I'm so sorry. Ow! I also came back from Australia and broke my toe. So there's that. I apologize for everyone listening. We will have to mute. We will have to dip me in that moment on the track. I just looked at it and it's horrifying to observe.
No, Alex. When you are stitching this together, when that happens, have there be like an audio glitch instead of Hannah screaming.
Oh.
Okay. So it's just like Higa Gurger, and we're like, what the fuck?
Sorry.
What the fuck happened? I stubbed my toe.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about it. Because it's getting better, so I forget that it's still fucked, and then I'll, hit it on something and be like, oh no. Oh no, it's bad. It's real bad.
Oh no. How long have you been limping again?
I busted it the Monday we got back from Australia, which means it's been a week and a half. It'll be 2 weeks on Monday, so 2 weeks tomorrow.
Right after you got back from Australia, right before you went back to classes, also right before you had a bunch of other classes assigned to you. Fun time.
Oh, yeah. We're having a lot of fun. And by a lot of fun, I mean, please stop giving me more work to do. I'm going to die.
Hey, I'm on Adderall now. You can give me a few more responsibilities, probably. I can do that for you.
I want Adderall. I want to be medicated again.
Oh, right. Does Japan not do Adderall? Is that a thing that I remember?
Getting a
Or is that some
prescription
other
for
country?
ADHD medication as an adult is really difficult in Japan.
Gotcha. Oh, right. No, I'm misremembering. I'm combining this thought with a John Marcos Ceresi clip where he said he had to throw out all of his ADHD medication because it's illegal in Germany and he was touring in Europe. Anyways.
Yeah, Elizabeth, I ended up having to cover a bunch of classes for one of my co-teachers who is out. For understandable reasons is out, and I'm just like, oh no, so many extra classes. I already teach more classes than any of the other teachers in my department, and now I have more extra classes, because when you're good at something, they just give you more work. Like, well, you can handle it, right? Look at how much you're already handling. I don't think that's how.
I don't think
that's how it works.
Well, Hannah, I don't know what you're complaining about. Your Wednesday through Friday were almost completely free. You could take more, right?
No.
Never mind that your Monday and Tuesday are completely full and you have -1 break periods.
Nobody, they just give you more until you actually break, and then they're like, who could have seen this coming? And you're like, me? The entire time when I was like, could I not do this, please?
Oh my god, I'm having flashbacks to when I first started entering the workforce in America, and my dad was like, the greatest sign that you're doing a good job and the greatest reward for doing work is more work. That means you're doing good. And I'm like, no, it is not. They've just given me more work to do without any sort of conversation. That means I'm not getting promoted.
Well.
And then I'm sad.
True.
Like your friend Georgie, who quit her job and then they had to replace her with 5 separate people because of all the things she was doing.
Yeah, very true. Until you leave, nobody realizes how many people's worth of jobs you were doing. That's not right. Did I say that right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I almost said jobs worth of people, and that wasn't right.
Companies don't see them as people, but that is correct.
Okay. Shall we answer some questions?
Okay.
Probably.
We should answer questions. All right. I'm switching over. All right. There we go. Englewood After Dark, a presentation made by... kidding. And I should start... I realized I never started streaming for you guys, so give me 1 second, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you're sharing it.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say anything, I was just gonna pretend I could see it and make shit up and see how long it lasted before you figured it out.
There you are. I'm a professional. Oh no.
Elizabeth.
I'm gonna fix... I can't edit this slide because I don't have PowerPoint. I can just mess with it. So there's... Look at the stream and then look at the person's name at the bottom and you'll see.
Oh.
Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry, Elizabeth.
Move them.
Sorry, Elizabeth.
I literally can't. I have Office 365, but I don't think I can edit this, even if I hit enable editing.
Why not?
The delicious tyranny of Microsoft.
Because most features of PowerPoint have been disabled because it has not been activated. I have to pay for it to activate it, and I'm not paying for it. So I can't edit anything.
Microsoft Suite anything, and you haven't paid their fucking ransom or whatever.
Sorry,
they let you see
wrong?
things, but not change.
What is wrong?
It says Elizabeth H instead of Elizabeth.
Oh, it doesn't on the original.
I didn't. What? I am unable to edit this. How is it not that way on the original?
It might be a resolution thing, perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was downloaded, it's doing a silly thing, essentially.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I still can't. So.
You know what? Let's do it like this instead. Give me 1 second. I can fix it. "10 seconds for Hannah to fix. Hannah fix. Hannah is good at Hannah fix."
So, Alex, how are you doing while she's doing that?
Good. Pretty good.
Oh god, I gotta change where our profiles are, because I've set them where the names are.
Mm-hmm. That was the thing that I was reacting to, is I could see it on the stream and I was like, because I'm in the, like, you know, the what are they called? Like I'm looking at my stream preview in the back end, and I was like, no. There you go. I made it into a PDF, so everything should be exactly how it was in the... Oh, and it didn't send. Good job.
Okay, I'm switching us to just chatting for a second.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't need to see the inner workings of my computer. Especially
as there is a spoiler in our messages to each other. A massive spoiler. I just looked up at the previous message and it's just like... That time you messaged me like, "Hannah, what the fuck is this?" Massive spoiler. Oh yeah, I did do that.
Hey, they can see the episode titles, by the way.
Oh, that was fine. Episode titles aren't so
That was
bad.
fine.
This would be actually pretty bad, I believe. Okay, it's taking its goddamn time to download. I apologize.
It's okay.
Oh, Nightbot's here to tell you that this has massive spoilers. I knew I set something up to do that.
Thanks, Nightbot.
Thanks, Nightbot.
Nightbot. Yeah.
Nightbot sounds like Batman has automated his crime fighting.
Cyborg Batman?
That probably already exists.
Oh, it definitely does. But I don't think there's a thing that the comics haven't done.
I mean, the Marvel Comics has turned Captain America into a werewolf at some point. Yeah, definitely.
Of course you know that.
It's
of course
rad.
I know that.
You still use a shield?
I actually don't know that. This was just a fact that was given to me by a YouTube short where I was like, huh.
There you go. Okay, it's uploading now. For you.
Yay. Might take just as long to do that.
Oh, hey, Joel.
Hi, Joel.
Joel.
We're going to be spoiling things. It's going to be a fun time. Only mild spoilers for season 2, though.
Catwolf did use a shield. I mean, if I wasn't planning on talking about anything that wasn't in the material we've put out already, so.
I mean, the out of context lines, there's something there.
I mean, that's enough to just, like, theorize. It's
to
fine.
Whet to the appetite. Sorry, I didn't pronounce the H in wet one time. Whet the appetite.
Oh god. So do you know, like, the internet soundbite that has that guy wetly smacking his lips in rapid succession and going, "That's a 10"?
Absolutely, I do not know this. You're scaring me.
Okay. Yeah, no. My roommate does that all the time after eating everything. It is a vocal stim for him, and it drives me insane. I don't even
Oh.
get bothered by wet mouth sounds all that much, but this,
Yeah, I remember in the when Athen was playing the Christmas episode we did. What did we call it? So we always come up with the names of things last. So I
12
always forget the
days.
titles.
It's 12 days.
12 days, yeah. In 12 days, there is a single, like, very brief kiss. And I remember watching the stream and watching people lose their fucking minds at the one, like, mwah. Like, they're like, no! Because the sound of it really hurt them. And I was like, ooh, yeah, I didn't really think about that. Because I always think of, like, chewing as a thing that people really hate to hear. But I never thought about how squicky, like, a kiss is as well.
Could I maybe do
What's
something
it
to
called
make
when
this
you
a
don't
little
like-
bit less intense? No.
What's it
Yeah,
called
no,
when you
that-
don't like the
that-
sounds
that-
of the mouth? Misophonia? I think.
Yeah, misophonia is a disorder of decreased tolerance to specific sounds or associated stimuli or cues. It doesn't go on to elaborate on the mouth part, but if I click through it, probably does. Misophonia.
All right, so this PDF is not coming up.
It what?
Oh, there it is. It's just very slow. Okay.
Ah.
It's going to take some time for the entire thing to load. Because it's doing it like one picture at a time.
Oh, we only need one picture at a time, considering that we're going to be. talking
Well,
about
it's
them for
while
ages.
it's loading, it's also not letting me scroll, so...
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
So,
Your
yeah.
internet is really struggling the most right now.
I mean, it took forever for you to download as well. I don't know. As long as the stream is fine, it's fine.
We're struggling. Bit of a struggle.
Everybody's struggling.
Tis the
Anyways,
season.
back to fun things.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about struggling.
Let's talk about the fact that me and Dennis have officially started writing episodes for season 3. Perhaps. Not that we can give
Oh
you
my
anything
God.
about that, but we have officially started writing those episodes.
We've collectively, I think we've written like a third of what we're going to use.
Yeah.
And both of us looked at what we wrote at the end of it, and it's like, now this needs major rewrites. Actually, let's go back.
Yeah. But because for those of you that don't know, Englewood is a 4 series and then we're done. So like, you know, we'll talk about this a little bit later, but like in the 4th series, everyone's back, baby. Everyone's back, baby. We're here. We're queer. Everyone's on fire, but we're doing it. So we're writing season 3 now, and we already have the outline for season 4 also in this notebook that me and Dennis made, and none of us were on mind-altering substances when we wrote that season.
No,
outline.
not at all.
Right, Dennis?
What are you talking about? Yeah. Okay. So this story from my perspective. I live in a state where weed is legal. It is like 9 p.m. at night on a weekend, I think. I'm like, I'm done for the day. I've done enough things. I go ahead and I drop a 15 milligram gummy. Because I'm a big guy, it takes a lot for me to feel something, and I also just want to be loopy for a while. And about 5 minutes after I eat that gummy, Hannah joins me in our server, in our like D&D server's voice chat that we all like to hang out in, and is like, Dennis, I have looked at the schedule, and I have looked at what I want to do for season 3, and we need to outline season 4 right now. And I'm like, cool. Sure. That's gonna go great, actually. So I'm like, yeah, sure, I can be contributing for a little while. I would say I would say that I was useful for about 60% of that conversation. Ideas were no, Joel. Ideas were not flowing freely. I took 15 milligrams for non-weed users. 10 milligrams for like a person who's never taken a gummy before is a lot to that person. And I don't do this very often. And I was just like, my goal was to be flying. I wanted to see colors. That was the goal.
I remember
there were no ideas in that head.
He told me this at the start of the brainstorm. He was like, "Oh, by the way, I just ate a gummy. Like, just give me, just so you know." And I was like, "Okay, that'll be fine." And then later he was like, that was a lot that I did." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I could tell because about half an hour into this, you stopped saying complete sentences." And every question I asked you took you like 2 minutes of thinking to respond to me.
Yeah, no, and then in the morning, I went over the outline that we made, and so we've kind of worked season 2 was the only one where we didn't really follow this process, but we've kind of worked it down to a point where Hannah structures most of the season, and then I am there to poke holes in it as much as I can, because I am good at that, and I'm like, well, this doesn't make sense, and we don't spend a lot of time with this character, and it's such and such. And then I am there for making changes so that it all feels coherent, and that is the dynamic that we have more or less set up when outlining a season. So 30 minutes in, I stop thinking in complete sentences, and then I come back the next day like, okay, Hannah, I now have notes.
Yeah, then we redid it the next day also. Yeah, we revamped the entire last half of that season because we were like, what the fuck was the last half? And the answer was, it was me asking questions, Dennis not giving me answers, we'd be like, yeah, I don't know, fuck it.
Yeah, no, there were two main problems, and that was that we kind of forgot that this is an audio-based medium for first thing, and the second thing is like, hey, this one main thing that we've been building to is the way we built it is kind of not relevant at all, the way that we've built this, and we should probably do something about that.
Okay,
I'm gonna need Jill to fill me in on that first one later.
Yeah, yeah, it exists. It's fine. I've just been chatting.
No, it's okay. I'm just checking. Because the more we talk about this, the more I'm worried that we're just going to say things.
That is a legitimate fear to have.
Because we all know that I've never spoiled anything ever, and that everyone who was there when I spoiled that very important thing doesn't remember it, right, guys?
Which thing?
What are you talking about?
Nope. Yep.
Yeah, Elizabeth definitely doesn't remember. Elizabeth didn't see my face after I spoiled it, and then in the chat just go, Hannah.
Okay, so I know I know you're making an ironic joke right now, but the third layer underneath your second layer is I actually don't remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, I actually don't know either.
Oh, Joel was there too? Joel also saw it? Joel saw it too! No!
Oh, right, okay, thank you for reminding me, Joel. Now I remember.
No! It's fine, everything's fine. Shh, everyone shush.
You broke the social contract, but thank you for reminding me.
Okay, let's answer some questions.
Okay.
Let's answer some questions to get the heat off me. It's fine.
Yay! We're in what heat? There's no heat. Englewood After Dark, PowerPoint in PDF format. Hello, everybody. Let's just dive into the first question. We don't need to do a
Can we get that streamed?
Hey there.
I can't see shit.
Yeah, no. Did I stop streaming? I'm a mess.
Thank you.
In case it matters, we can see all of your bookmarks.
That is. Let me go through. Yeah, that should definitely be hidden. Boop. There is nothing there directly troubling, but there's at least one folder there where it's like, there's definite side-eye. Anyways.
Okay.
Our first question for one of our lovely people that is in the chat right now with us. What inspired Englewood from Elizabeth, not Elizabeth H?
Elizabeth.
So this Englewood, all of us had a hand in making some point in Englewood, but the main source was Hannah, so I'll let Hannah answer this question.
Hey! So, way back in, like, I don't know, a bygone era, I was like, hey guys, do you want to make a podcast? And you probably heard some recollection of this story. Englewood, came from, like, the general story of, like, Finn and Eve came from my love of, like, buddy cop-esque dramas, where you have two people who are set up to be, like, polar opposites, but who get along great regardless of the fact that they don't get along very well. Does that make sense? Like, they love each other, but good God, they couldn't be less alike. And like, you know, but also as a kid growing up and watching these things, you know, every cop drama that had them, every, like, you know, a Supernatural or a, you know, an X-Files or, like, any of those, like, Bones, and then having, like, 9 times out of 10, them devolve into romance really just, like, hurt me as a child, because I was like, no, why? Why is it romance? I don't want it to be. I just want two best friends who are solving crime, and I think that's very Mystery Inc. pilled of me, to be like, no, just best friends. And so when we were coming up with ideas, I was thinking about, like, you know, how to play with the audio medium in a way that is interesting, and, like, how much true crime had become this thing that people had in the cultural zeitgeist, and, like, how I don't particularly enjoy true crime because I think that it can be pretty exploitative. So we could do something with that in regards to, yeah, indeed, the true crime of this podcast premise of Englewood After Dark is being exploited the whole time. Major spoilers. Because it's being used to do terrible things. Major spoilers. As is revealed at the end. Major spoilers. The whole time, yeah. Somebody messaged me after the end of Englewood and they were like, I was complicit! And I was like, yes, you were. That's the whole shift at the end, right? Everyone was complicit in doing the thing that was evil at the end, right? Like, you guys joined Evil Eve in being evil. And it was everyone's fault in the end, after all.
You also desperately wanted to know.
Yeah. Also, like, I wanted to do something with characters that, like, I don't know about you guys, but I never had more weird freedom than I did when I was in university. Like, lots of responsibility, but also lots of freedom, and it's just kind of like that fun playground of, like, sometimes you want your characters to feel like they're semi-trapped in a place, especially when you're writing horror, and having it be, like, a campus has that nice, like, trapped-in feeling without it being too restrictive. It's just, like, it's one room or it's one whatever. And we get even more claustrophobic in season 2, actually, don't we? But yeah, that was just my vibes for Englewood, and then we put pen to paper, and I came up with, like, a season outline-ish, and then we fleshed it out together after that.
Yeah. I would say the bits, at least for my contributions to the initial concept of, I really, really like Pennywise type figures where they are just toying with you, there's nothing you can do about it, and it's built in such a way that if you try to tell somebody, very few people will actually believe you. So spoilers, the ending entity that is possessing our dear old professor. I really like those kinds of villains, the out of space, out of time, what can you do? They have so much control over the situation type deals. And that comes from a lot of reading it does come from a lot of reading Stephen King, and general just supernatural horror movies. There is actually some real world inspiration from me that's put into Englewood as well, but that is actually better suited for another question down the line. So I'm gonna save that.
Yay! I was sat here like with my hands ready to stop you because I was like, wait, no, there's another question if you're going to do that. But you remembered, yeah. Nice. Also, at one point, I had an idea why I called it, where I got the word Englewood from, and I cannot remember. I know why it's Englewood, but I don't know. I read it somewhere and was like, "Yep, that's the one." And now I'm like, "Where did I read this before this started?" I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's also a real place, so if you actually live in Englewood, let us know. I'm really sorry.
There are a lot of Englewoods actually. Yeah. So it worked out for us because like initially while it does have a concrete setting now, initially we wanted this to be able to take place anywhere, and while we eventually realized that we can't really do that with the story we're telling, but the fact that there is an Englewood in a lot of places in America was already very convenient.
Yeah.
Alex, anything to add?
Not on that one. Not for me. Nah.
Fair enough. All right. Then we shall move right along. Next question. How did you get the idea for the setting? Did you take inspiration from any real towns? This is asked by Bunker Snake. I did not realize the question I was talking about was going to be immediately after this. Yeah. So fun!
I organized them specifically so that they would flow nicely. You're welcome.
Aw, thank you. You're so smart. You're so great. I love you.
Yay! Praise me more! Praise me more!
So yeah, no, at least for my bits of, I feel like I always put the qualifier for my parts because I'm so worried about like taking credit for something that wasn't actually coming from me. I should probably stop doing that, or maybe I should continue doing it. I don't know. Yeah, the royal we. So Englewood is very inspired by actually my college town. So I went to a small liberal arts school in Galesburg, Illinois, a town in which their biggest claims to fame are that more trains run through this town than any other town in America, and Abe Lincoln crawled out of a window once. And it is one of those kinds of towns that is very wooded. It's in the middle of the Midwest, and it is a kind of town that if you're not specifically going there for college, 99% of people will just pass it by on the way to something else. And the college was bumping. But the actual town, to steal a phrase from my mother, the sidewalks roll up at 6 p.m. There is no nightlife. There is nothing going on. If you went out to explore, you would need to do it in the middle of the day because the shops know that keeping people at them any longer than 6 p.m. is just, you're just wasting money on employees' time. And on top of that, it's a lot of cheap housing. It's a lot, there was not a Denny's. There was a Steak and Shake. The housing is all cheap and very, like, low income, low quality housing. And as a result, whenever college students went out and interacted with, like, the townspeople there, it was a lot of, like, single mothers who were just getting by, a lot of divorced dads who just didn't have anywhere else to go, Like there were a few like runaways from abusive parents that like needed a very cheap place to live, and it unfortunately as a result kind of just has this like sad aura around it. We talk about we mention it a little bit. I believe October says this in October says the line that Englewood is a town where misery congregates. And that line is actually paraphrased directly from one of my friends who lived in that town while I was going to that college. It is like, and so she is also a Wiccan. She has her own beliefs. And the way that she saw it, it was just like this swirling vortex that was sucking in broken people, and it was a very depressed way to look at the place. But it was great inspiration for a horror type setting of just like, if you're in Englewood, something is wrong in your life. If you are coming to Englewood, either something did just happen or something is about to happen. And it's just like, the place itself draws in misery. And I really liked that idea for a horror setting of just this place that once you're there, it's very hard to escape from.
Misery hand. Sorry, I'm paraphrasing now. Poems. The additional thing, I don't think I've ever actually mentioned this, but like the fact that Englewood borders on just forest is also taken from my own experiences of going to university in the UK, where it's just like, you step outside of your little rural university and suddenly you are in the fucking woods. I really enjoy that as like a concept of just like the contrast between like, part of the Wood Clan, exactly. You step outside of like this sort of like, academic setting, and it's just ominous trees as far as the eye can see. And at night, it's truly terrifying because there is just no light outside of the campus. You want to go off campus? Good luck.
Also, Greg's Grill, renamed. Very real place in Englewood. Sorry, very real place in Galesburg. That was like one of the few places to go to eat where you're gonna get a good meal. And it's cheap.
My favorite things is the as everyone will remember because it was probably burned into your fucking brains. The pizza vaginas, the thing that they mention.
Yes! Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't.
I wrote that scene based on Dennis's story about pizza vaginas. And the really funny thing is, he then assumed he had written it because it mentioned a thing that only he knows. I'm like, Dennis, you've told me the pizza vagina story a billion times. I think it's really funny, and I have co-opted it for this for this story. I wrote that, not you.
I am so sorry that I did that.
It's okay. It was really funny.
And I was like, this is just a consequence of the hive mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, there's a very honestly not good pizza place called Alfano's.
No, don't say that. We're gonna get sued.
So here's the thing. The pizza vaginas, delicious. They are the by and away the best thing on the menu. But because the main people ordering from it are college students, it's called on the menu. It's called a stuffed breadstick. But like it's just college vernacular. Like you get these things. It's also one of the only places, probably the only place in town that will deliver food to you past like 8 p.m. And will do so well into the night until like 4 a.m. And like they come like, so like a lot of stoners at college will order this at like midnight. They'll get it and they'll look at the stuffed breadstick and it'll be like, it looks like a vagina. And it really does. It looks like it was done on purpose. It really does. Oh god.
What, life finds a way. Breadsticks find a way.
I really want to find a picture of somebody holding up a breadstick next to a stuffed breadstick with just like an eyebrow raised. Oh yeah, and they initially the Alphanos initially, because college students would start ordering pizza vaginas over the phone, calling them pizza vaginas, and for like 2 years, Mons pepperoni, wonderful, love that comment. But for a while they were just like, haha, that's funny, yeah, we'll send you a stuffed breadstick, but after a while we're like, if you call and order a pizza vagina, we are going to hang up on you.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, we can move on. All right. Another question from Elizabeth H. How did you guys become interested in making an audio drama? To be honest, for me, limitations. I think audio. Yeah. So audio dramas. So like we when we started this, the three of us were just a group of writers. We had never voice acted. We had never sound designed.
Speak for yourself.
We had sorry, my bad. A number of us have never voice acted or sound designed. And so like we just wanted to create something, and audio, at least for me, audio drama seemed like a thing, like for like books and scripts and a lot of other things, like capitalism gets in the way. You have to be able to sell it in order for it to become like a full product. Audio drama, you can reach the end of the creative process. And that is the main reason, at least for me, that I became interested in making audio drama. Nowadays, I listen to audio dramas quite frequently, but I had not actually listened to a lot when we decided to do this.
For me, I was listening to Welcome to Night Vale, and I had that itch at the back of my brain, because I was writing a lot at the time anyway, and I had that itch at the back of my brain that was like, I feel like I could do this. I just need somebody to help me. We love a low barrier for entry, yeah, exactly. And so, I was like, I'll see, because like I hadn't, up until that point in my life, like I'd known creative people, but I hadn't known people who, when you approach them and you're like, do you want to do this thing, didn't go, oh, well, I'm kind of busy, and like, that sounds like a lot of work. And I was like, maybe these people will not do this to me, my friends. And Dennis and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, let's do it. They did not know what they were signing up for. I knew that this was going to be a lot of work. And I tricked them into doing it with me until sunk cost fallacy kicked in, and I was like, the worst thing we can do now is stop. That's the worst thing we can do. And they were like, yeah, the worst thing we can do now is stop. And I was like, yes, good, let's go, guys. But yeah, it was spiral from that. But yeah, no, like listening to audio dramas kind of, I think, infects the population, because there is a low barrier to entry, like Elizabeth said, and it is one of those things where, like, especially because for us, we've been playing D&D together for years, the amount of times we are acting with just our voices, and, playing around is a lot. And like Dennis said, we hadn't done any voice work, but like, technically, we've all been doing voice work this whole time. We just haven't been doing it professionally, right?
Fair enough. I was just like, for me, yes, that definitely counts, and I'm not going to detract from that. For me, I guess it never clicked in my head as voice acting for me, because at least, especially for my character in that D&D game, I'm not paying attention to whether or not I'm staying in that vocal range. I voice a character with a Kentucky Fried Southern drawl in that game, and I play it at 5 a.m. So if I slip into my normal voice, I'm just gonna let it happen. So it's like, voice acting was not what I was focused on in that. But it is very fair. We have all been playing D&D for years, so like we had a baseline of experience.
What about you,
Anything
Alex?
else
Anything?
to say about? Yeah.
I like sound in a normal way. It wasn't actually a thing at first. I was like, one of the writers initially, and we kind of shared a lot of responsibility on the sound design and editing front. And it was during Podjam, wasn't it? That
Yes,
we
it
wanted
was.
someone to be focused on doing the audio stuff, and I decided, okay, I'll lock in on this. And it turns out it's pretty cool. And being specifically in an audio medium, I have a bit of a fixation on. I'll go into detail on it later because I think there are more relevant questions for me to start ranting. But you can almost construct things in a way that you can't in some other medias. We're almost building your sound design, the soundscaping, little by little. And there's something very satisfying about combining and layering granular elements to create this bigger picture, which I got into in a normal way. So
Yeah.
it really went from I'm being nominated to be this guy to, oh, I kind of like being this guy.
He very much is this guy. If we try to do anything now, Alex is like, yeah,
I have opinions.
yeah. I'm just gonna undo that the second you give it to me. Yeah, I know.
Oh god, and it was so the level so your skill level in this in that pod jam, shout out to Podcast Book Club by the way.
Yeah, go join the Podcast Book Club if you love podcasts and you want to talk to people about them. It's a great old time. We love Podcast Book Club.
But during that pod jam, I would say, Alex, you were probably the best of us at sound editing at that point, but the gap between us was still pretty small. And over the course of 3 days, that gap between us became so insurmountable.
Yeah.
We wrote an episode that the main challenge is water sounds, and water sounds are very hard. We didn't know this, and then Alex just looked at this and said, "Bet we can do that."
If anyone's listened to Schrodinger's Pledge, I think a week before we finished Schrodinger's Pledge, my understanding of editing was limited to I could adjust the volume and things and move them in different places on the track. I can sometimes add sound effects. Yeah.
Yeah. It went from that to convincing underwater soundscape real fucking fast.
I think a lot of it was we made the trailer, and I figured, okay, if we're making a trailer for this, it's going to be pretty simple. I'll go all out. And it went very well, and in my never-ending quest for validation, I had to completely lock in for the full project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, validation.
All right. We good on this question?
Yes.
All right. What are all the characters' majors?
I mean,
I feel like
so
we had this written down somewhere at some point.
I remember a good chunk of this. So Finn Nightingale, definitely a theater major.
no,
Eve
really? Finn's a theater major?
Yeah, it's not like he
he's-
says that constantly.
He's never told us that, not even once.
Yeah. So yeah, no. And Eve was God, actually I forget the exact title. You were into crime.
Criminal psychology?
What?
You mean?
Criminals. So I was bouncing back and forth between criminal psychology and forensic science, and I'm like, one of those is right, and I'm blanking.
Psychology.
Why? Yeah.
Psychology
and
of crimes.
then Seb is a computer science major.
Obviously.
Carmen is studying medicine, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then October and Chuck are the ones where I had forgotten.
I almost want to say...
She's
Did one of them
October
have
is a
history?
history student.
Yeah.
October is a history student.
Is Chuck also? Because that would make sense because he's the research guy for the Brotherhood.
Might have been. But I'm not
Chuck,
certain on that.
It's
Chuck.
literally written in our documentation, you guys. Like, it's written down. Like, you can find it on the thing that I made for you all. But yeah, no, Chuck is also a history student.
Yeah. I realize I can go and find it, but I can't find it now because that would require me to change the page that I'm currently on.
Fair
So,
That's fair.
should have done that beforehand. Didn't. But yeah, is there any other relevant? Oh yeah, Valerie. Valerie's a chemistry major, I believe.
Yeah.
Any?
Yeah, what's Clayton's major? I don't think we ever established
Clayton.
that. What is Clayton studying, guys? Clayton is
What did Rich
actually
Asshole
studying
study?
crime. He's studying
maybe.
finance because that's he gives big I'm studying finance energy.
Maybe
I
he
was
got
like,
here on
hey,
a sports ball scholarship, you know?
What? So what year is Clayton in? Because part of me almost wants to say undecided.
He's a second year.
Okay. I was just like, I don't care about that. I'm just here to be a creep.
I get arrested about it, you know. Major spoilers, guys.
Oh god. I don't think I'm missing any other major important characters, but if I am, I'm gonna feel really bad.
I feel like... Is it Emma? Probably theatre.
Oh yeah,
Emma's
Emma's
just
definitely
theater.
theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had thought about it, but Emma shows up for like 2 seconds in season 1, so I didn't. Yeah.
There's no hints there about anything else that I'm in my.
Yeah. No, don't worry about it. All right. Are we good? Next question.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Do any of the characters like to travel? If so, where would they like to go? Interesting. I feel like Finn definitely wants to take a haunted tour of America.
oh.
I myself don't know exactly where those places are. Definitely, he would definitely go visit the Ed and Lorraine Warren Museum at this point. But God, I'm trying to think of specific spooky locations in the United States. It doesn't have to be the States.
That's true. I
don't
mean,
know.
canonically and Cape Cod.
Cape Cod.
Canonically Cape Cod.
New episode
Oh, the
coming
Winchester
out
Mystery
soon.
House. That would be fun.
Yes, wonderful.
I feel like
Go make Finn play Blueprints.
also just like Eve trying to do Winchester Mystery House, just so annoyed the entire time. It's just stupid architecture. Ah!
I don't think Seb likes to travel, so that's an easy answer. He's more of a stay-at-home kind of guy, I feel like.
And I imagine Carmen's traveled a lot, given her parents and the way in which they've moved around the world. So I imagine Carmen has already traveled, and whether that means that she's now less likely to do so or more likely to do so. I feel like she's the kind of person who she because of her like moving around a lot as a kid, she has that like very like mindset of like, I'm gonna become a doctor, this is the track, so she's probably not focused at all on that, but eventually would want to travel again.
Cool. October might like to travel, but she can't now.
Hey, October can indeed travel, just only inside of Englewood for reasons that exist. Don't worry about it, everybody. October can go wherever she'd like as long as it's in Englewood. And you know, October has access to a whole new world of friends who exist.
Yeah. I mentioned this yesterday. I do, but like nobody actually dies in Englewood, and I
Yes.
love that for us because it means we have unburyable gays.
Nobody dies in Englewood, and also nobody lives in Englewood is kind of the thing. Nobody dies in Englewood, nobody lives in Englewood. Welcome to the secret third thing. It's limbo, baby. It's like Dennis said earlier, people come here and then stuff just stops for them.
Yeah. Also, I love just commenting on Elizabeth's reaction to me making that October comment. I love our Hannah, your, and I's differing approaches to tragedy in our work of fiction. Where when I bring up something awful that happened, you're like, "This is awful. I hated writing this. Why did they have to die? Why did this have to happen?" And I'm just like, heh, heh, heh. The audience is gonna be so sad. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, because like the thing is, when I'm plotting, I'm like, clearly this person has to die here, and I'm completely fine. And then I actually have to write the scene where they die, and I'm like, oh no, my baby who I love, I'm killing them. Oh god, I'm killing them, and it's real bad. It's the second I actually have to hold the fucking proverbial knife, I'm like, no.
But I'm here on the, other end, like, is this the right level of devastating? Do I need to add, like, a little more screaming? Is this the right amount of screaming?
Dennis was bullying me
screaming's
yesterday
too loud.
about a specific scene in season 2 that I wrote that we are not going to talk about exactly what it is, but just him voicing it aloud, doing a little acting for me, giving me the line, and we would just be like, no, don't do this to me. My baby.
Oh my god. I don't know. When I'm writing, I just kind of have that distance. So I've never been like sad about killing a character. And it just like, there's this level of cognitive dissonance I have. Whereas like, if this was a real person, I would be distraught. Or even if I was listening to this piece of art and not creating it, I would be distraught.
And then on another
But
level...
since I'm the one doing it, yeah. Sorry.
And on another level, when you get the lines back from the actors, like me and Dennis still do the line edit for Alex, where we put all of our best takes together and organize them for him so that he can go and make them sound good. And hearing the actors doing those lines, I was crying recently. I was just like, oh no! Oh no, it's bad! Because our actors are so cool, y'all, and sometimes they just are like, I'm here to like eviscerate you emotionally, and you're like, oh no. I took this weapon you gave me in the form of a script, and I've made it worse.
Oh god, who's done this to me? Oh god, it was me.
Sharpen my script with the whetstone of your voice.
Sharpen my script with the whetstone of your voice is an incredibly amazing line, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh god. Yeah, no. I would say that is when if I get sad, that is the point in the process where I do get sad, is when it stops being something I or you wrote and it becomes something that's being performed.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the point where I will get sad. I have lucked out so far in that you have gotten to edit many of the tragedies thus far in Englewood.
No!
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. My episode was very fun to edit.
If you haven't listened to Written in Stone, Sparrow and Kate made me fucking sob in that episode. It's a one-off, but it's still Englewood law compliant. But yeah, those two made me sob in that episode.
Oh my god. A quick shout out to all of our voice actors. I'm still amazed at the absolute quality level that we were able to pull for this. It's amazing. Thank you all.
You're so cool. You do such good work. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
I kick my little leggies whenever I have to edit you guys. I'm like, oh my god!
And it's like you get, and like I don't know if it's the same for you, but I have this little thing of like I'm just the writer. I am doing my best at voice acting, and I'm standing next to giants right now. I'm doing my best.
Yeah. That's why I'm excited for season 2, because I get to take a little bit more of a backseat in voice acting. Not that I don't enjoy voice acting, but like I'm not as forward as I was in season 1, which means that like I get to like listen to everyone, and like Joel's there doing Joel things that I can't go into too much detail about, but genuinely, everyone's doing such a good job.
Of course, playing the famous Redacted.
Shh, it's fine. Should we go on to the next question before we accidentally answer more questions while not looking at them?
Probably.
Yeah, no. That was banter. Banter was fun. Anyways, what audio dramas would the characters like to listen to? That is an interesting one.
Oh, gosh. I feel like purely from like a loves music point of view, Seb might enjoy the Grotto, just because of the absolutely banging tracks in that one. I feel like Seb would be the person who's listening to like Buried Alive in like while working. You know what I mean? Also, you know, I do love the Grotto as a story as well, but like specifically for Seb, it would be the music would keep him around, because that is some truly beautiful music. Let me think.
This is purely vibes based, and I can't really explain why I feel like this, but I feel like Metropolis is a Finn vibe.
Oh, yeah. Conspiracy in a trench coat.
Yeah. And also just the tone, and like the tone of the entire thing of the reporter trying to uncover everything, but and also just like the music in the background, I feel like is a very Finn vibe.
I see it.
The setting overall.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like October actually might enjoy, because she is a history enjoyer, might enjoy the Holmwood, or like Read Dracula.
Yep.
Something that like dips into a text that is slightly historical. You know what I mean? Vibes-wise?
Yeah. Yeah. Carmen is the tough nut to crack for me.
Oh, yeah. You know what Carmen would listen to? Carmen would listen to Killjam. Deathmatch.
Good pull. Yeah.
Insanity. Like that's Carmen's bag. That's gotta be correct.
Absolutely.
No, Carmen would eat that shit up.
Yeah, because like in my mind, Carmen is always doing something or talking to someone that like is not very relaxed. And to me, audio dramas and podcasts are at least until they get serious, a relaxing form of entertainment, to me at least. So it's like, what would be the vibe?
Also, the other vibe is definitely that I feel like the cast would listen to Redacted eventually. I know Redacted technically isn't out yet, but it's a similar vibe, so I feel like they would listen to that. It's like, hey, wait, isn't this just what we do? Hang on. But like slightly to the left, I feel like the crew of Redacted are more on the ball than our motley crew.
Probably. But yeah, good question. Tell me a cool fun fact or element from any point in the creation/production of the process.
In the creation/production process.
No, of the process. We plan the planning.
That was trippy. A cool fun fact.
It's a very broad one. It's a lot.
I have one, but it fits I have one, but it better fits a different question. God, we are so bad at icebreakers, guys. Tell me a fun fact.
What's a fun fact? Couldn't tell you. I was just trying to think of Anything
It's a very open
that's
question.
like,
It's like,
yeah, anything that we haven't happened across already.
We have brought them up in streams a couple of times, but I would say a literal fun fact for us is that we tell all of our voice actors to leave all of their bloopers in their recordings.
We have to do a blooper
so that we
point.
we really do. But like we tell all of our actors to leave the bloopers in the recordings, and it has led to some hilarious results.
Oh my god!
I'm struggling to think of an example now.
No. You're Sam, who plays Pube Evans, doing 3 minutes of whistling because he was supposed to whistle impressed, like he was supposed to whistle like he was impressed by the thing that had just been said. Like, I can't whistle, but you know the whistle of like, whoa, the whistle. He whistled for 3 minutes straight. He gave me 6 different songs, and then when I forgot what I was doing. And at the end, gave me one perfect, exactly what I wanted whistle, and then moved on. And I was like, Sam, what happened? Possessed by the spirit of whistle.
Yeah. Oh God, I've got one. It's so Austy, who plays Chuck.
Austy, we love you, Austy.
We love Austy. Such a good voice. Did a really good job. But so the way that he records is a bit different from everybody else, where he gives us 3 full takes, but like the first one is always calm, the second one is a little more oomph into it, and then the third one is always balls to the wall,
deeply unhinged,
up to 11,
deeply unhinged,
and there are a lot of Chuck lines that need to be read deeply unhinged, and it is perfect.
That final episode, the unhinged takes, perfection.
Yeah, wonderful. But as a result, in his unhinged takes, he also goes off script a little.
Yeah.
And my favorite, what the line was supposed to be. Or not supposed to be. What the line was written as, was, did you just say small one in response to a fire? You, a man who has waxed poetic about goddamn Skittles? And in his unhinged take, he added at the end, you taste the rainbow, motherfucker?
I remember that! It was amazing! Holy shit! Oh, dude. That was great. Genuinely.
Austy, I love you, never change.
It's a shame we don't have a lot of recordings of our like early script reads, because there was some crazy shit said during them.
Oh yeah, no, because our initial process for writing the first season was we had a writing week, and then a reading week, and then a writing week, and then a reading week. So we had 2 weeks to come together to write a script, and then it would always be followed up by us reading said script. Is it time for Think Like Thinking? Is there a question later on?
No, there's no question about that. We should do it right now. We've told this story before, cool. But it's still the best story of Alex's writing process of just not punctuating a sentence one bit and having Dennis read it blind and just saying straight-faced, think like thinking, cool like cool pad. What the fuck did I just say?
Yeah, it's so the context was like the characters found a laptop and it was an IBM ThinkPad, which the whole reason why that's important is like in the episode, because it's like a really old computer and like who the fuck lost this?
And the answer was TwigPad, indeed. But the answer was Amber Reed. Yeah. It was Amber Reed's laptop, guys.
But and here's the thing: I have been friends with Alex for over a decade now. He and I have known each other much longer than anybody else in our little D&D group who started this podcast have known each other. And I know how Alex talks. So I read the back and forth is like, wait, did you say ThinkPad? And the line is, yeah, think like thinking, cool like cool pad. Just like emphasizing that. But because I know how Alex talks, because when he gets like animated and he's like bantering, he's trying to make his dialogue funny, and usually it's successful. When I see think like thinking, I don't think like thinking. I think, oh no, the thinking is supposed to be think like.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because that's the way that that's the way that Alex talks. So I'm like, think like thinking, cool like cool pad. What did I just fucking read?
And that ruined us for, I think, 5 minutes. Hysterically laughing.
It took at least 10 minutes to reset and get started again.
We could
also,
start
this is why I'm not
again.
allowed. This is why I'm not allowed to write anymore. Not really, but
no.
Also, just
you're just really good at sound editing, bud.
Yeah, you do sound edit. We do write. You might want to shut down Steam, Dennis. Otherwise, you're going to be showing people who are on Steam or whatever notification that. Something is open that you probably don't want people to be seeing because the notifications are popping up. But yeah, the oh god, don't do that. Okay.
That's gone. That's fine.
What the hell was I gonna say before that happened? Oh no, it fell out of my brain. Yeah, they're just like there were just several moments where we just couldn't do anything anymore. For me, the thing I always remember specifically from speaking as a character that caught me off guard, both in the read this aloud in front of people and then also record this for yourself, was rated R slasher flick, which I could not fucking say for the life of me. There were like 100 takes of me trying to say the words rated R slasher flick, which you can tell I'm saying deliberately slow because all of the R's and the L's for me just went sideways, and I was like, oh my god, what am I fucking saying?
Oh god, there's one very much like that, and I hate that I don't remember what the actual line was, but Mars, who plays Carmen, got this line, and she had to do so many takes of it because it's worded in a way that is not friendly to speaking it. And it ended by getting right up in the microphone and going, "Whoever wrote that line, fuck you."
Yep. Whoever wrote the line, blah blah blah, whatever it was, fuck you. I'm like, I'm sorry, boss. It was me.
It was probably me, and if that's the case, she definitely got me back. Well, I mean, there's another fun fact.
Rickrolling you later.
She fucking rickrolled me in one of her lines, and I was so upset. It doesn't happen very often, but also sometimes with Hannah, you being British, me being American, we write lines that are perfectly normal to say in an American accent, but it is, or in one accent, but it is awful for the other person to say, just the different ways that we speak.
Yeah, sometimes I do have to re-say a line. I'm like, that's not very British of me, I can't do it like this. This sounds insane.
Yeah.
Also, I do frequently turn to Dennis and go, what's the American way of saying this thing? Because I don't frickin' know. I have no idea what's going on. Send help, please.
I was rereading scripts, like a couple days ago, I was rereading scripts from season 2, and I saw that in one of the scripts that you wrote the word bric-a-brac in the description part, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
You don't like bric-a-brac? It's all I have.
I like bric-a-brac, but it doesn't even register as a word to me.
Wait, is there anybody else in here that is British? No? Can anyone back me up on the fact that sometimes you just need to say bric-a-brac for random shit? Well, I am British, guys. That's still the funniest complaint anyone's ever had about me, was that the girl trying to be British. I am British, I promise.
That was so... I was like, she sounds like a high schooler trying to be British. No, 30-year-old woman is British. So you don't know what you're talking about.
I've always been British, I'm sorry. Should we go to the next one?
Yeah.
What we got?
Was there, if that's definitely supposed to be there, was there a scene, concept, line you really wanted to put in but couldn't because it didn't fit the vibe / made no sense, etc.?
Ooh.
Sorry, Rain, we left your typo in, but we get it. Thank you for submitting.
We love you, Rain. Rain is our
Thanks, Rain.
strongest
Love you, Rain.
warrior. We frequently say this.
Yeah. Our first and biggest fan.
Yeah, we love Rain. The answer is some things. The one that I could think of is originally we had a lighter tone throughout, and then we got more serious as we went through, which meant that the original sealing away of Lionel Wench was insane, because it was definitely using the seance, not the seance, sorry, the sealing from The Craft, the movie. which was pretty fucking funny. That's one.
Very funny. If the tone was consistently that throughout our podcast, I still would have loved to keep that, but it very much did not keep the same tone. So yes, absolutely needed to change that.
For sure.
What the heck? Automod has censored the word wench.
Hey, because tavern wench? That's so funny.
I guess. But I will go ahead and allow that to go through, Joel. Wench's musical number. I was like, that is so weird.
Yeah, tavern wenches are not allowed.
And there goes Elizabeth saying another French twink.
Oh my god.
Strange
For
words
those of
that
you
we're not
that
allowed
don't
to say.
know, the specific combination of French and twink are not allowed.
Hey, stop that.
Yeah. So I have to be careful about how I talk about this. I can talk about it, but and it's even if I did talk about it, it wouldn't be a spoiler, but it would be allowing somebody to figure out a spoiler. So I have to be careful about this, but I can talk about it. Originally, Nielsen's character in season 2, for those of you who have seen the first episode of our season 2 that we have dropped, Nielsen, totally different character because season 2 was the season that I outlined initially. It was initially based off of an old idea I had when I was in college but never got to write, and then I worked with Hannah to make it fit the audio drama format and also make it fit the season 1. Basically, in the original version of the idea, Nielsen was a completely different character. But because Nielsen is mentioned and is an off-screen character in season 1, his character is different because he's the guy who wrote the Nazi research paper. And it's like, oh, he did that. Okay. Got it.
He was always not a good person, and it made him worse.
Oh yeah,
which
no,
is kind of nice.
Yeah, I was like, but he was always not a good person. But in the original version, he was always towing the line of not being a good person. And this now he is very much not towing the line.
Mansplain, manipulate, mantle.
Yeah. Now he is going to be the character that men defend on YouTube. Anyways.
No. and nobody else defends. There is such a great Nielsen gets this comeuppance scene in season 2 that I am so excited for everyone to hear. Where he just gets yelled at. It's great. 10 out of 10. Great scene.
Yeah. So good. Let's see. Is there anything else?
But it kind of operated backwards. So originally, we didn't have any cutaways in the scripts for season 1 because we weren't sure how to do that. Like, we were babies. We were like, maybe it can just be the podcast episodes. So no cutaways, no acted parts that are outside of the studio, except for in Act 3. But we added those back in because we were like, you know what, we can do that and it will be fun. And that's when we invited other actors to come join us. Because at first we were like, no one will want to do this with us. And then we were like, maybe they would want to do this with us. And that's how we met all of our lovely actors. So we kind of did the opposite of this a lot. We added stuff back in because we were like, oh, we could show this and it will be really fun. And that's kind of where Alex just started getting kicked. Because, yeah, they would want to be involved in Englewood, exactly, Elizabeth. Alex started getting kicked because we kept being like, Alex, can you do this spooky thing? And Alex was like, okay, I will do the spooky thing. You will regret asking me this.
Yeah, no, I want to talk about something I do not remember if there is a question that better suits it down the line. Because it is not something we took out, it is something we put in. Oh, God.
Well, we can come back to this question if it doesn't come up later.
We can come back to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we good on this question?
I think so.
All right, cool.
Wait, no! We can talk about something. Hang on, so sorry. I just realized we can talk about something.
Nope, there wasn't a question on screen. What are you talking about? It's there. It's there. We're back.
Okay, cool. The one of my favorite parts is definitely so massive spoilers. Just turn your ears away. I'm doing this one because it's like the end of season spoiler. You know, Evil Eve is a thing that exists, right?
No.
Originally, Alex wrote the scene where she talks to Finn in episode 29, and it was fucking insane. In the notes for the thing he was supposed to write, it's like, Eve subtly suggests that things aren't right. Cut to the scene that Alex writes where Eve says to Finn's face, Eve says to her face, did you know that some men never see the face of God? And that's like...
Yeah, no, God,
the reason it was so funny is because he wrote that line, and then writing the next scene without having seen that yet, because we're writing it at the same time, have Finn say the words, yeah, she seemed a little off earlier, like the most unobservant motherfucker that ever existed, because his best friend started saying, do you know some men have never seen the face of God? And he went, that's fucking wild, bruh. I'll let you have some time to decompress, I guess.
And and what made this the funniest thing possible was also that line was preceded by Finn going, "Hi Eve, how are you doing?" And
the writing process
I believe,
has been streamlined significantly.
and I actually I believe the exact line, the way that it was written, was, did you know that most men, women, and children die without ever knowing the face of God?
Oh yeah, that's what it was!
It does sound more like it.
Oh god! Oh,
like
Jesus Christ. I think the best part was doing the table read, getting to that and going, what the fuck is happening? And Alex being like, I don't know, man, I think I lost it for a second.
Like, hearing it aloud and just this shame fucking sinking into me, like, I have misunderstood something. I have made a mistake.
Oh dear. But that was really, really early on in the process. That got changed almost immediately. Like, I think immediately, actually. But yeah. Sorry, that just came back to me at that point, and I was like, yeah, we had to cut that.
Yeah. All right. We good now?
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. No worries. In terms of writing, was there anything, be it a major plot beat or minor element, that surprised you and or you had to switch from your original plan? Awesome. Instantly a question where I can bring up that thing I was talking about.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, Evil Eve was initially not a thing.
Mm.
It was still very early on in the writing process. But it was I remember this vividly because we had just started having meetings about writing, and I had completely blanked and missed this meeting. I was in the middle of a 6-hour drive from Illinois to Minnesota, and Hannah's texting me on Discord being like, "You good, bud?" And I'm like, shit.
That's Hannah code for you are late.
Yeah. And so I join the Discord meeting via my phone Discord connected to my car's Bluetooth speakers, and we talk about it. And I remember we're in the middle of discussing, I think, the following episode, and Alex comes in at some point to that voice chat and says, "Hey, I think we have a problem. I read over the first episode again, and I am not hooked."
Yeah.
And then Hannah and I stayed quiet for about 20 minutes while Hannah quietly restructured the plot in her head. And was like, "Okay, this is what we do." I spun it around in
my head a few times, and then I was like, "Okay, I've got it."
20 minutes of absolute silence. I think I was like, "So what do we do?" And she's like, "No talking.
No talking, Hannah's thinking." I'm spinning the plot around in my head and going, I get, no, he's right, yep. And so then, what do I?
So yeah, no, the Eve being possessed at the end of it was definitely a part of things, but it was like the angle that you are complicit in this true crime narrative, meta textual deal that we put in was not the initial plan.
If I remember right, I think I had been like reading a lot of SCP at the time, and I had the word like cognito hazard in my head. So I think I pushed for the angle of knowing equals bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that just fell in neatly with... Yeah.
Dennis's OG thing. Yeah, and me just turning the plot over in my head and going, "You know what? I've got it. I know what we have to do." And then that was just really fun to get to record as evil future Eve, gaslight gatekeeping and girl bossing her way into getting you to think that she was still on your side, guys.
I got it. And like that is so this is one of the reasons why we fell into our pattern of you creating an outline and me poking holes in it and then you replacing the outline and it works very, very well. But like this is is one of the best examples I can think of, because you are, when it comes to writing, you are a machine, and I mean that in the best compliment way possible. You've been doing it far more consistently than I have in your free time before this. And you're just like, sit down and is like, "Okay, 20 minutes, I can fix this entire story."
It's what I do, baby. But like,
you scare the shit out of me.
My writing is never better than when somebody is there for me to go, "Wait, do you think this is too easy?" And then them to go, "Yeah, I think it is, actually. I think we need to do something." I'm like, "Okay, great. Now that someone has confirmed my half-baked... Am I missing something?" Amazing.
Yeah, no. It's like I could definitely do that, but I have a processing speed of 50% that most people have. I will eventually get to the right answer, but it will take me significantly longer than even an average person. And I have empirical data from IQ tests from a while back that prove this.
Oh.
This data is like, I remember when I first went into counseling, they were like, they had me took this test and it was like pattern recognition, 99%, like fucking critical thinking, 99 percentile, processing speed, 49%.
Oh.
I'm like, it was bad. Anyways, but yeah, that was my bit. Anybody have any other things?
No, not from me.
Oh yeah, there was massive rewrites to Act 3, actually. I'm not going to get too much into it because it is a bit of a major spoiler for season 2. So, lock in. But Act 3, after October Dies, did get a major rewrite. In order to bake in some stuff for season 2. So, before season 2, you might want to, if nothing else, re-listen to Act 3, because it does have some extremely plot-relevant stuff baked in there. Also, at some point we have to record with Doug and release the episode where Eve and Finn interview Frisk about the fires.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Because we have that entire thing scripted, because I scripted it in order to have the cutting in and out recording bit where Eve and Finn are commenting on how much of a dick Nolan Frisk is between pressing pause and play on the recorder. But yeah, we have to get on that, because it had always been the thing that they were going to reference a previous episode, because of course Evil Eve is only showing you what she needs to show you. That she's only showing you the parts where she's been in them the whole time. So, like, you don't get to see the Frisk episode because it precedes the rest of the season. But yeah, that episode got written, because I was like, in order to put this in, I'm just going to write the episode.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't talk about it because it's all in season 2, but I'll at least just say the name Steven. Definitely Steven.
Steven. My idiot.
It's just like, so, I will at least talk about the before times. I won't talk about anything that's actually in there now, but Steven beforehand was a character that was there because he needed to be there. And it was the one character where I was like, yes, he needs to be a part of this, like, this little trio. He is a balancing factor. But beyond that, he doesn't have a lot of agency or a lot of people. It doesn't have a lot of agency. Doesn't have a lot of stuff going on in his own personal life that makes him the character. So we knew we needed to do something,
and so we did. And so I turned him over in our minds for a while and went, you know what?
Yeah,
I got it.
I'm just like, how do like, because it needed to fit in with the rest of the elements that were already in there. So it's like, yeah. I think what we eventually did with him, I think we had the idea at the exact same time, which I love our little hive mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Our shared brain cell, like orange cats. But
yeah, I think those are the main ones, right?
Yeah, definitely. And then again, like the vibe was initially a lot more lighthearted in one, and it still is at the beginning of.
Yeah, if you just stop at the end of Act 1, it's just a lighthearted romp.
A lighthearted romp with cultists.
I mean, technically, they're secret society members. This is a slight difference.
Sure. Potato. Anyways, good with this question?
Yeah.
Yeah. how are you going to keep the same vibe in 2 now that Eve is a believer and psychic? Will there be a new skeptic, or are you going to just lean heavily into supernatural? From Grace Bormetti.
The answer is you'll see Eve again, it just won't be in season 2. I do apologize. You'll see some characters from season 1 again in season 2, but season 2 is a prequel. We'll talk about this. There's another question about this, like, right after. Actually, Dennis, would you scroll down to the question right after this?
Sure.
No, okay, I didn't put it right there. Maybe it's one
okay.
more. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is probably it.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm curious about the choice to have season 2 follow a different story, or at least a different side of the story and different characters. Elaborate on that.
Yeah, we're gonna do a combination of these two questions, because I feel like they're shaking hands, essentially. But yeah, Eve and Finn will return. They will return in season 4. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit. Other characters from season 1 actually do show up again in season 2. But season 2 is a prequel story, that follows, private investigator Noah Eichenboom. Yeah, season 4, Elizabeth. Season 2 follows private investigator Noah Eichenboom as she investigates the disappearance of Chris McKenna and uncovers a bunch of crazy stuff that happened on campus leading up to Chris's disappearance. When we initially came together with all of our ideas for podcast originally, we had several different ideas, and we decided to combine them via creating them in the same world of Englewood. So season 1 and season 2 were mine and then Dennis's pitches respectively. And then we melded them together so that they fit. Hence Nielsen getting the change that he got because we were linking him to season 1. And various other elements getting streamlined out so that they follow in from each other. The reason we're doing this is because season 4 is when everybody returns, essentially. So season 1, 2, and 3 follow different people doing different things, but all based in Englewood, all uncovering various parts of Englewood and discovering what the hell is happening in this town. And then season 4 is the sort of the finale of and now that we have a bunch of people in the know, not just Eve and Finn, but a bunch of other characters who have somehow managed to survive, then they come in season 4 to try and once and for all deal with the problem that is Englewood.
Yeah, very much so. Each season is stacking pieces on a chessboard, and season 4 is all right, everyone's here now, let's play.
So like our Infinity
100%.
War?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, it's our Avengers moment.
Yeah, truly. And those that survive get to come and play, and those that die also get to come and play. Because you know what we say, nobody dies in Englewood.
Nobody dies.
No, it's gonna be a fun time. And also it does mean that if you wanted to pick up season 2 straight off the bat and you don't care for season 1, then you can, because season 2, while there are connective tissues and elements that are tying you back to the story of Englewood, it is a brand new cast of characters, so you can still play even if you haven't finished season 1, or if you fell off with season 1 or whatever. It does still it stands alone, essentially.
Yeah.
Season 4 is the one where we're gonna have to be you have to watch the other seasons.
Yeah. And I also, it'll be very interesting to see how people react to season 2, because we, from this point, the podcast found footage format is explicitly theirs, so we can do the evil twist at this point. It was originally what we were planning on the first point, but now we're just these are the scenes, we're playing the scenes, there's not necessarily a microphone present recording them, we're just telling the story. So it'll be interesting to see how people react to that as well, compared to our podcasting format of one.
It's a very different method of storytelling.
Yeah, can you scroll back up to Grace's? Yeah. Also, yes, we do indeed lean heavily into the supernatural mystery from here on out as well. While there are skeptics that exist in the next few seasons, it's not so much. We're not in the easing you in phase anymore. We're here now, kids. We're live. We're playing the feud.
You have been eased. Now buckle up.
Season 2 has some of the most creepy. I don't know if Joel's gotten the script for the episode yet, which is my favourite episode, which I'm going to describe as the roulette wheel of faces. And that's how I'm going to describe it, and that's all we've got. But I can't wait for that particular episode. It's going to be real freaky. I enjoy it.
Yeah, no. I will say, season 2, especially towards the end, you can definitely sense the Pennywise inspiration.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah. Lovely. My cat's scratching at the door. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, should we do the Alex? Yeah.
Yep.
The Alex question.
The sound design, yep. In the sound design / dialogue edit, the volume of voices varies pretty realistically with distance from the mic. How do you find a balance in terms of realism versus ease of listening / comprehensibility? And I will not speak a single word for this question. Alex, go.
Thank you for the excellent question, Anonymous. Well, the answer to that question is I don't. I'm a bit of a stickler for realism at times, and so I kind of... Once I got my shit together, basically, I focused on realism. I tried to think about where everyone's moving in a scene, where they're looking, which direction they're speaking relative to... Because in my mind, there's always a scene, right? There is always a place where the microphone proverbially is, or actually is, considering it's often a podcast format, and everything has to happen in relation to that. Which is great sometimes. Sometimes. I also had a bit of a fixation on... There are often scenes where I'm visualizing... The scene is heard from the perspective of a character wearing a microphone. So many of these scenes are designed to be heard from first person. Which is nightmarish and horrifying, and while it might be at least quasi-realistic, it's actually very disorienting when you don't have those visual cues to align everything. So, with Season 2 in particular, we're actually leaning a lot more towards ease of listening and comprehensibility. So everyone's voices are a little bit louder, there's a slightly narrower range of volume that people will speak at. It's also compressed a little bit to be easier to listen to. Because, as a listener, you don't actually want to hear what's realistic. You want to feel like it's realistic. And if you want to feel like something's realistic, in the sound design, you kind of need to trick people's brains.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm focusing a lot on how do I trick people into making this sound right. And I think, at least from what we've got so far, I think it's going better this time around. Because I know there are points in Season 1 where I re-listen and I think, oh, that's a little quiet. That's a little hard to make out. I'm much more optimistic this time around.
The realism thing is the thing that I have to, every now and then be like, hey, Alex, ignore the fact that it needs to be realistic. Someone is being eaten alive by the earth. So, first of all, jot that down. It's not real life. Second of all, let me hear the crunch, baby. That is most of my things for when Alex does his first edit are, it's not real life. Jot that down. And second, give me more crunch. I require it.
Yeah, no. So it's very interesting that you say that because the term I use for it is for instance when writing dialogue, people often say, "Oh, you want your dialogue to be realistic," and I'm like, no, you actually don't. You want like enhanced realism.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of it, like a real conversation.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I never thought. Yeah, enhanced realism is how I usually refer to that. I never thought to apply that to the sound design.
Yeah, well, that's actually exactly where I got it from, right? Because when I was re-listening with all these criticisms in mind, I thought of, what I've heard in the past about writing good dialogue. Yeah, don't be realistic. Be interesting. Be dramatic. And yeah, you can apply that. Not directly, but pretty close.
Yeah, it's that thing of like, nobody sounds like that is a valid critique up until a point, and then it's like, yeah, of course nobody sounds like that. Who else is in this situation?
God, that was another criticism of ours that I don't necessarily. I forget where I read it from, but it's like these people are going back and forth so quickly and interrupting each other. Nobody thinks of these comebacks this quickly, and I'm like, yeah, in real life probably not, but like flow of the conversation, man. Also, they know each other really well.
Also, it's an edited podcast. How about?
Yeah. It's like
That's fine.
Anything else to say, Alan?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Okay.
Pass. Right. Did you intend to kill me dead with season 1, or is that just a side effect of how cool the ending was?
We were hoping to kill some people dead. You specifically?
Yes,
no, Anna, we love you, but side effect.
Oh my god. When I talked about earlier in this podcast, in this stream rather, about the creative process of something you're putting online and not be about it at all to anyone. The end of season 1 is mainly what I'm referring to. I was like, this is such a cool thing that we have made. I want to be able to brag about it to my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about it, and I want them to go, ooh, that's cool, and I can't. So yes, absolutely intended to kill some people dead.
The innate urge to spoil what you've written because you're just so excited about it.
Yeah.
The absolute necessity in sound designing to make sure this hurts someone.
I will make you hurt.
Alright. Simple question. I don't think there's more to say on that. Anybody else have anything to say?
Nope.
For Hannah, was it fun to be evil?
So
Hannah, being
we talk
evil?
about the fact that we play D&D together. Just so you guys know, I'm their DM, which means that they come across a variety of evil versions of me pretty much on the daily and are constantly like, no, stop that. I love being evil, man. I can't do it in real life. I get so scared about how people feel about me. I can't never be cruel to nobody. Even when I'm a little bit snippy, I'm like, oh no, now everybody hates me. So getting to do it without the consequences of, oh no, everybody hates me was pretty fucking fun. I love getting to shift the tone of Eve's voice from like, I'm just Eve being an Eve, and then to be like, well. Looks like you all fell into my fucking trap. Oh no, who could have seen this coming? It's me! I've been here the whole time!
Oh my God. And it's...
My favourite thing about the Evil Eve thing is... Because, like, re-listening to the first episode, when definitely already Evil Eve is doing her whole, you need to help me, you need to listen bit. How she makes such a big deal about how much she needs help, and then the whole time refuses to actually give any meaningful information. And you know, if I was a listener, I'd think like, okay, this feels like it's a bit deliberate, it's a bit reaching, like they're not actually telling me anything exactly.
Yeah.
I love the way it flips into being so intentional.
There's a deliberate, like, cadence as well of her being like, I need your help. We need your help. Hey, what's the we here, Eve? What we is this? What's happening?
You all thought she meant Finn.
Eve has never been talking about Finn in the cutaways.
No, it was we. I need your help. So it's like, so everyone's like, oh no, what happened to Finn? What's gonna happen to Finn? No, she was just, the mask slipped for like 2 seconds and she immediately fixed it.
Yeah, there's also a cutaway in, like, I think in episode 3, where you can hear Eve running and then also Chuck yelling for her in the night. It's a nice little just like, Eve!
It's almost...
Nope.
It's almost brief enough and loud enough that, you know, you don't know who Chuck is at this point. You don't know who this man is looking for her. And it's early enough and brief enough that you might not even make the connection later when you hear him.
Yeah, true. Ha 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 ha!
Oh my god. Also on the subject of Hannah being evil, I also love the fact that, like, it also hits harder because Hannah you were able to write your own evilness. Because when I compare this to us playing D&D, I remember there was a point where we were talking about it, and you were like, so like when I make a character in D&D, I'm always like, I need to hand the DM a few knives to stab me in the back with, because that brings conflict and it's fun. And I brought that up at some point, and Hannah was like, dude, I have so many more knives than what you initially gave me. And I'm like, and I'm like, really? And she goes off to list every single one of my character's insecurities that I was not thinking of. That, let's be clear, I was not thinking about when I was playing this character. They just come up naturally as I play him. And, like, every single one of them is a fucking bullseye. So, like, she knows how to hurt people if she really wants to.
It's the hypervigilance of growing up having to constantly people please. As a person, I'm very good at, like, I know exactly how people are feeling around me, / I overthink it and now I'm convinced everyone's mad at me. But that's, you know, we'll have a little foibles.
See, like, I see, that's the thing, I had that people pleasing mentality too, but it was all vibes based. I couldn't put it into words. I was just like, I subconsciously know that this is what you want to hear from me in this moment, and saying this is easier than saying anything else.
But yes, it was really fun to be evil, not gonna lie. It's really fun. It's also really fun to be evil in, if you haven't watched it yet, you should go and watch it. I think I'm more like a creature than I am evil in our episode of Someone Dies in This Elevator. Go listen to me be a little freak that's whispering to you. And that's really fun too.
You little freak?
Little freak?
Little freak.
Alright. Are we good on the evilness of Hannah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we have one out of context line from anywhere in Disclosures spoiled?
Ah! Which one do you want to do?
I mean, each of us should do at least one.
Yes, true.
Hey, don't at me, I don't know off the top of my head.
Fair enough. I guess we'll get this one out of the way then. Mom?
No! How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? Sorry. You know how when I'm like, when I kill people, I get very upset, and when I hurt people, I get very upset, and I'm crying with my actors, and I'm like, if they're going through a turmoil, I'm sobbing when I write them. That's a line I wrote that Dennis is using to hurt me. All it is just that.
And she wrote that line, and then I retroactively went back in the script and wrote a different line to make it worse.
Oh god,
because I'm evil.
It's messed up, man. It's messed up. I want to go with where is it? Is it this episode? Maybe I've got my episodes wrong, actually. No, it's not this episode. I apologize. Do you have any others off the top of your head, Dennis?
Yeah, no. God, Maeve, put your tits away.
They were away! Inside my room! Where is... No, not that. Up a bit.
I can do more. I don't want to steal any of yours by...
No, go for it. Though. Just go for it. Fill the air, panic.
Yeah. Another one is, thanks for making this for me.
Oh, no! 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 Oh, no!
All of my choices are either just funny or very ominous with no further context.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Where is my... Hang on. Oh gosh, I had this open and then I closed it. But the thing is, because I had so many episodes open recently, my history is not helping me. Oh. Wait. There we go. I do like the and lay a single hand on her and they'll never find your body.
That was a good
I enjoyed that one. But that's not the one I was looking for, that's just one I found in my scrolling. Where's the one where
and another one that's more funny than dramatic is Julia going, oh, I gotta go.
Actually, I've got one which I can't wait to hear the delivery on, which is, then why are you over there when we're all in here? I bite. Because you know the delivery is going to be so good on that.
Oh, amazing. Where is it? This line I do love as well. When I first arrived, I had this intense sense of deja vu, and then this overwhelming sense of this place is like nowhere else.
Nice.
And then, of course, one of my favorite Joel's character lines just, good show! Excellent running away!
Wait, is that the powerful running away?
Oh god.
Powerful running away, yes indeed.
Powerful running away. Yes.
Oh.
God, Joel has so many good lines. We could answer this question just from Joel quotes, honestly.
Yeah, Joel has such great lines. It's really funny because Joel is our antagonist, we can't really talk about him too much. But, like, a lot of the lines that Joel has out of context are pretty, like, difficult to decipher what's going on anyway.
Yeah. One line I'm super happy with as well is, their screams were a symphony.
Ah! We love it. You knew the whole time is also pretty fun.
Yeah.
You knew the whole time? Yes. Whoops. Yeah, lots of betrayals in season 2. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Love that for
Oh
us.
god. I at least out of context by itself, I can't look at the God, this is the second Mrs. Doubtfire reference.
Oh.
I can't look at a line, you knew the whole time, without thinking of the Sally Fields. The whole time? The whole time? The whole time!
Oh, dear.
It was one of my favorite comedic deliveries of anything ever.
There are also so many great Sophia Chung. Her lines are so great, but she genuinely spoils things if you read any of her lines aloud.
Cannot do it.
Yeah, I can't.
Sorry, Sophia, would love to include you here, but you are too plot relevant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or God, this is paraphrasing. The one Sophia line that can be shared that I really like is, so are you a psycho or are you the normal kind of fucked up?
You're mixing up Sophia's.
I realize I am paraphrasing.
You're mixing up Sophia's. I said Sophia Chung, not Sophia Simone.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
also,
Sophia Chung is
my bad.
You can't quote her. She's too. Also,
yeah, no, actually, yeah, much more so. But yeah, so Sophia Simone also plot relevant. I struggle to think of Chris lines.
Chris lines you can use a little bit, but no. There's a reason I said Sophia Chung and not her character name, because the character name gives stuff away. So
yeah.
But yeah, we are so excited for season 2, guys. I cannot even begin to tell. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be painful. It's gonna be fun.
So, are there more questions?
Nah.
Yes. Okay. Well, yeah, there are.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said, are there more quotes, not are there more questions?
Sorry. I said, I'm like, okay. What's one thing you're looking forward to in Disclosures? One thing I enjoy is seeing where I think Disclosures is going to link into the story we saw in season 1. What led you guys start thinking to have season 2 be a prequel? Well, we answered the second question already, and I feel like the first half of this question is riddled with spoiler potentials. So we will do our best.
I've got a non-spoiler one right off the bat.
Oh. Go, Alex.
Just on, looking forward to in Disclosures. I just love having more people. Because so much of season 1 was just Finn and Eve, right? You know, you've got Carmen occasionally, you've got October Chuck, but having so many different people, and new people, right? New people are novel, and novel is good. Having new people to talk to each other and back and forth is really fun. Like, I'm really enjoying that.
Yeah, lots of different dynamics, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Noah breaking into people's offices and menacing them.
I love Noah. I love Noah so much.
Yeah, big props to Noah, the world's most I know more than you detective that ever lived. No, I know more than you. Has never answered a question without asking another question in her life. Noah Eichenboom.
It's very, how do you even find someone who can voice this character properly and then, like, came along and, oh, yeah, like that. That's it.
Yeah, Kate does such a good job.
I'm excited for our voice actors to get a chance to shine really, really brightly. It's just like everybody does such a good job, and I know we said that before in the stream. Just
listen, if you let us, we'll talk about how much we love our voice actors until we die. They do such good work, guys. It's genuinely so lovely to see somebody take something you write and then just make it even better via the artistry of like how they say it and how they deliver it and how they have passed this interaction in their head and made it into something. It's genuinely so good. The other thing as well with disclosures is that we get to do like a little bit more digging into stuff that's set up in season 1. It's like we said, you can watch season 2 on its own, but if you watch it with season 1, it is much more fulfilling, right? Like season 1 helps you to understand stuff in season 2 and gives you a sense of like dramatic irony that you are lacking if you have not seen season 1. There is a sense of like, oh no, that comes with having watched season 1 and then going to season 2 and being like, oh shit, I just realized what's happening. In fact, that actually happened to one of our actors in the midst of her getting her lines for her script, just suddenly going, wait, what? Wait! Wait, insert characters in this season? Yes, they are. Oh my god! Yep. So yeah, you get to...
I love seeing all of our actors' reactions to stuff that goes on in the script. For
sure. Especially love when it's in their line reads that they just go, wait a second, what the hell's happening? You're like, yep. Yeah. Oh, I'm evil. Yes.
God, I thought I was evil full time. No, I'm evil on salary.
But yeah, the fact that it's a prequel actually was us plotting out some of the like Englewood lore that I'm not going to get too into because Englewood lore is going to be spread out across all 4 seasons for obvious reasons. But when we were like tracing back the origins of the stuff that happens in Englewood, we had devised certain things that were going to pop up many times, and we decided that one of the times would be in season 2, and it made sense for that to have occurred before the events of season. And I think that's about as much as I can say without giving anything away. Make sense, Dennis?
Yep.
Also,
mystery
it's really...
shows, you just can't talk about them in detail.
Also, it is nice to have this be happening in 2012? Yeah, 2012, because it means it's before a bunch of stuff that we have in the modern era, so there is a lot less of, like, it's a simpler time. 2012, a simpler time.
One thing I still can't, I don't think we did at least. I feel like somebody should have made a comment about 2012 and the world ending at some point.
Just not too late.
About it.
We can put it in.
Not too late.
No, it's not. What are you talking about? We haven't recorded every episode. Just like 70%.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the stage in which all of our characters are now, just starting Act 3, I don't...
No, who could say it? Joel could say it.
Joel could say it.
Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it fit?
Yeah, sure does.
Oh gosh. Sorry, Alex, did I interrupt you? Hear me out. I apologize.
No, I'm good.
Now the phrase interrupting your hear me out having different contexts now.
No, it was just it was a dumb joke. The dumb joke is past.
Fair enough.
Onward.
Dumb joke passed. Onward. Do you guys have any recommendations of things for us to listen to as we wait for season 2? Season 1.
Other than that, we have lots of friends who make awesome stuff. If you haven't listened to Before the Tone, you should listen to Before the Tone. It is fucking amazing. It's also, like, the episodes are really, like, short and sweet, and are just, like, the perfect length. They're, like, 15 minutes a piece-ish. So that it's a really easy to listen to season, and they're also coming up to their season 2 release as well. So yeah, go listen to Before the Tone. Of course, we've name dropped a few, like, that you clearly know that we enjoy because we were able to pull them out for, like, what our characters would listen to, but I am in love with Metropolis. I think Metropolis is so fucking good. Like, genuinely, I love Metropolis so much. The Grotto got me back in to podcasting after sort of like when we were in the trenches of writing, and I was like very like, oh god, this is taking so long, and then I started listening to the Grotto, and that sort of brought me out of a funk. I love Soul Operator. If you haven't listened to Soul Operator, you should. Just like spooky things, very like video diary, like, and just like mind altering, reality altering shit that's going on, and that is so cool. What else? God, there's so many. At the Bottom of the Garden is so cool if you like fairies and like intrigue and like culty. Oh, that's maybe a spoiler. Just pretend I didn't say that word. If you like organized stuff happening, that's really good. The Homeward Foundation, of course, just released their final episode, or about to. My brain has forgotten. I haven't listened to it yet. I've listened up to, but I have not listened to the final episode. So if it's out, that I have something to do, and if it's not out, then I have something to look forward to. What else do we have? So many things.
Last Dance is one that I started listening to lately, and I know you also were listening to, I think, a bit before me. I would very much recommend Last Dance.
Midnight Pals is also super cool. Joel's right, if you're looking for something slightly more comedic, but excellently produced and brilliantly acted. Joel's in that one too, and so am I. Haha. Yeah, that's where I got to live out my dream of being Mary Shelley's girlfriend, because, you know, that's my dream, guys. What else? There's, like, I always feel bad because I'm like...
Your first voice acting role in the audio drama space was your dream come true.
Yeah, exactly. I did it. Yeah, I always
got
feel like
it in one. Damn.
When we're listing things, I always feel bad because I'm like, I'm going to forget something that I really enjoy and not say it. And then I'm going to be really sad later when I realize that I didn't shout out somebody's work, who I really enjoy. But that's it. Oh, High Night! If you haven't watched High Night, you should watch High Night. And by watch, I mean listen. I always say watch for some reason. High Night is amazing. It is full of lore and just gay shenanigans. Truly a one for the ages. I love High Night. Yes, it has the pit. All hail the pit. Don't think about it too much. Romance with a Severed Head. Who? It's High Night. Gosh. And I also was just recently listening to I've forgotten the name. The Hyacinth Disasters. The Hyacinth. Hang on, I gotta open my Spotify that I closed previously. There is my Spotify. Come to me, Spotify. Tell me the other word in the word hyacinth. Hyacinth Disaster, yes. Sorry. Make sure I remember the titles of things like, help. And I'm also super excited because I know that soon our friend Kit is going to come out with some of their stuff. So I'm really excited for minus 218, 213 numbers. Numbers are hard for me. And also excited for their Frankenstein retelling. Rhapsody of the Exile. 219, thank you, Elizabeth. I was close. I was imagining the shape of the number in my head. Does that make sense? Like, that's how I was remembering it. But yeah, just so many, guys. So many different things. And also, I'm excited to, I know that, one that's coming out, or had just finished, is Arrhythmia. I haven't listened to it yet, but it's on my, to listen route. List? That's the word. Arrhythmia. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there, that isn't the main ones that everyone mentions when they start doing stuff, You don't just have to listen to Malevolent, the Magnus Archives, and Welcome to Night Vale. There's a bunch of tiny people who are doing really amazing shit, and you should go listen to them. No hate to the big guys either, but just
absolutely not. They just don't need more advertising. They're good. They're fine.
They got this. They're fine.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for the release of Redacted too, although I think is that before or after us? I have no idea on timelines of anything except our timelines.
Yeah, no. You covered all of the things I listened to and more, so
I take my bus route to school very seriously. It is just full listening to audio drama. Yeah, it's okay, so it's a little bit after us. Redacted.
So I definitely when I listen to audio dramas, I have to be in a headspace where I'm paying attention, unfortunately. So, like, it's because, like, it's the audiobook thing of, like, and then because of my ADHD, because if I'm doing something else, I will start focusing on that thing, and then the voice fades into the background, and it's all that. I am hoping I will be better about listening to audio dramas in the future, just now back on Adderall once again.
Yeah, true. Audio dramas put me into a really weird headspace of, like, where I'm almost disassociating from the real world, so I can do things like walk to a place, get on a bus, tidy my house, and it's like I've never done the task. I don't remember it whatsoever. Yeah. All I remember is the audio drama. It's great.
It's like highway hypnosis. It's like so like but you have it that way, and I have it the way of I don't remember listening to that because I was focused on doing this other thing. Unfortunately.
Gotcha.
That was the problem. So, if I'm listening to audio dramas, it has to be like sitting down to watch a TV show.
Yeah, like Elizabeth says, I time skip. I'm like, how did I get here? I don't remember doing this. Yeah, is that the end? Feels like the kind of question I would put at the end.
Question.
Yeah.
Yep.
I tried to structure it as best as I could so that they felt like a natural flow. But yeah, we are so gosh darn excited. Why did I become old-timey? We're so fucking excited for season 2. Golly gee, mister! I'm so excited!
Such excitement.
Wow! Yeah, I'm so excited for season 2. It's gonna be interesting. And yeah. So much stuff. It's also gonna be really funny for me and Dennis, because we always do this. When a season is releasing, we are writing the next season. So season 2 starts releasing, and we are writing season 3. So we're straddling this line between two things. Like, hang on, wait, what? Huh? What? Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, we should, before we do have, season 2 in October, we also have a little crossover that we should probably plug. We're doing a
Yeah,
little bit
absolutely.
of a fun thing with the people from the Tone Anna. We're having a crossover episode. So look out for that. It should be coming out next week. Which is it's canon Englewood compliant and canon Before the Tone compliant. Yeah, there it is. That's the thumbnail we made for it. We realized that our Englewood After Dark thumbnail is perfect for doing crossovers because we have a perfect Polaroid that we can put other people's podcast shows in. But yeah, it's called Out of Range. And it is coming out next week. It is massive spoilers for Before the Tone and mild spoilers for Englewood After Dark. But if you've watched both, it's easy as and a lot of fun. And we had a lot of fun. It's also, for those Seb enjoyers out there, something we've been quietly calling to ourselves the Sebisode, because it is Seb heavy.
Yes.
The Sebisode.
If you like your Australians angry, oh boy.
Oh dear. The creator of Before the Tone, Anna, she messaged the thing. It was like, what if we just put Seb's lines up and nothing else? And I was like, he is onto something with that.
Yes, absolutely, Elizabeth. Go listen to Before the Tone. It is so good. It's only 12 episodes, so it's a very easy listen.
Yeah.
Very good.
The amount of screaming I did at Anna while listening to Before the Tone was a lot. Just, no, why? No! Don't let them take you to a secondary location! Why? That's a lot.
I guess any additional questions from the chat?
Yeah. Anyone else got anything that they didn't manage to get in? I did just wake up before this. Did anyone submit any questions to the form while we were asleep or while I was asleep? Have we checked?
I not check, but I can go do that. Actually, I can't really do that.
I got
both
it.
Of my monitors are being occupied right now.
I got it. Oh, there is one more response. Let me see. What's the... If you guys were to collab with any other podcast and make a special episode with that podcast, which podcast it would be? I think we just answered that question.
We are? Yeah, I mean, no, we
so
did it.
We're fucking good at this.
Oh god, we're so good at streaming. Perfect.
Amazing. Who said that in? That was Vivi. Hi, Vivi. Thank you for the question. The answer is, we have, there's a couple of shows where I listen to them and I go, ooh, we could do a collab. There's also a potential additional, collab. Isn't that fun, Joel, the, After Dark thing? Englewood Before the Tone, because After the Dark, yeah, it's real fun. We truly have shaken hands on the Englewood Before the Tone, After the Dark, Out of Range. But there's another podcast that we're working with that when it happens, we will announce it, that are also doing a little bit of a crossover. But the thing about the first season of Englewood is that it has a lot of crossover potential for any other podcast that has an investigation style format, you know? But thank you, Vivi. And thank you everybody else who submitted questions. It was lovely to read them.
Oh god. I have to briefly talk about my mom's question. That didn't get read here, obviously, but is that okay?
Oh, your mom asking about Finity.
Yeah, so my mom, very, very sweet, very supportive of me, does not ever engage with behind the scenes content of anything of the sort, and usually engages in media pretty surface level, and that's not like a criticism or anything, but she does like a lot of like Hallmark romantic comedy movies or stuff like that. So she's her tie is purely to characters and like connections between people. And her question to me was, "Are Finn and Tara gonna talk again?" Which was so cute.
Oh.
Nobody
I
dies
was
in
just
Englewood.
like, not until season 4, but yeah, Mom, they're gonna talk again. It's fine.
Sorry, also,
we'll make it happen.
If you haven't seen Metropolis, the Nobody Dies in Englewood is directly a reference to the "No one dies in Metropolis" thing that they do. That's why I keep saying it like that. It's a stim for me now. Oh dear. Oh, we are very excited. It's always fun to be like in the era of putting things out, because like we had a break because I was burnt out as fuck after the fundraiser. Like there's no two ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was dead, I think. And then I was getting married, so I was like, you know what? Hannah's gonna take a break for a little bit, but it's nice to be back. It's nice to be like dipping toes back into the space and playing with everyone again and putting things together and stuff. And I'm really excited to see stuff. And like there's always such cool new things happening in the audio drama space. Like there's always cool new people with new stuff that they're making, and it's always a grand old time to go and see what exactly it is that everyone's up to. Like it feels like every week I find a new person creating a new thing, and I'm always so excited about it.
Yeah. Fun little place.
Yeah. Yeah, just a small life-changing experience, Joel. Yeah. No, it still confuses my brain to say that I'm married, because like I'll just be like, oh yeah, my fiance, and my husband will be like, hello? We are married.
Well,
oh shit.
Well, to be fair, am I allowed to say this?
I don't know what you're about to say.
The thing that was forgotten in the venue for a brief moment.
Oh yeah, you can tell them.
Okay, so to be fair, on that note of, I'm your husband, the marriage certificate was definitely left behind for about 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then we immediately remembered, and he ran back to get it. So CJ saved the day. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing bad happened. Dear. For those of you that don't know, my now husband is CJ Macaulay, who plays Seb. So I am married to that angry Australian in real life, except in real life he's not that angry.
Yeah, pretty quiet and chill guy, actually.
Yeah, like he's the exact opposite, which is why he's so good at being angry and insane, because he just doesn't, yeah. Joel, we remembered the rings. It was our friend's wedding where they forgot the rings. Or rather, left them in the car. Oh, and
God.
there's CJ to defend us here, to say that was only a ceremonial certificate. Yeah, not the real one, guys.
Oh god. So I love the contradiction of, so like, CJ, not very much like his character. Mars, very much like Carmen.
Yes. Yeah.
Almost a 1-to-1.
Yeah. I have some things in common with Eve, but like if I was like Eve the whole time, I would feel so mean.
Finn is like me if I had confidence enough to say every intrusive thought that passes through my head.
Oh dear. But yeah. I'm so excited for things to come. And I'm really excited for this episode, little sneak peek, little, like, Lost Media-esque episode of Out of Range coming soon. Coming next
It
week.
wasn't important to Evil Eve's narrative.
Yeah, so she left it out. It's fine. But yeah,
Don't overthink Evil Eve editing all of his episodes to be more menacing.
I'm just imagining a possessed Eve editing these episodes, just being like, "Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. That'll make him."
Well, she is. You know she is.
Oh no, 100%.
Like the spooky rattling door.
She is
in
definitely
episode 1.
doing that, but the only glimpses we get of Evil Eve is when she's talking directly to the camera, not when she's in her editing chair being like, ha 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 ha.
Beavis and Butthead noises.
The evil rattling door she definitely added in post to episode 1.
Oh dear. But yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. We're gonna probably head off here soon because we're slammed work-wise, but it was really fun to answer your questions and to hang out and to chat about all the stuff. We will hopefully be doing some more streams in the lead up to releasing season. Because we have a couple of other things we want to play around with. But until such time, we will say arrivederci and auf Wiedersehen and Janet.
So long, farewell, and remember, you can't have think like thinking unless you're cool like a cool pad.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, dear. Don't forget to pause to stop your Reaper.